Hello and welcome back to my Out of the Park 19 playthrough with the Kansas City Royals, where we try to take this dumpster fire and turn it into a dynasty. So, last episode when we left off, it was the beginning of May, and we were right at 500, so things were actually going pretty well. But as you can see, we are now 25 and 36, so, well, we're actually 26 and 34, so, no, I'm dumb. The Angels are 25 and 36. We are 26 and 34. So we are several games below 500, which isn't good. So if I go to our schedule here and just sort of show you what happened. So in May, we started off the month really well. We actually swept the Red Sox, and then we swept the Tigers in 4 games. And at this point, we were actually in the second wild card spot, so things were just going too good. It was too good to be true. And then as you can see, the rest of the month, a lot of losses in there. Did not go very well for us. And it gets even worse because about the worst thing that I can possibly think of happened to us, and that is Mike Moustakas is out for 5 months with a broken kneecap. That really hurts us because not only does that mean our best hitter is out of the lineup for the rest of the year, but I also can't trade him now, and this is the last year of his deal, and he was the most valuable trade piece I had. He was having a good season, 1.1 WAR through the first part of the season. If he would have played the whole season, projected at 3 WAR. So he was having a good year. It sucks that he got hurt. At the end of the season, we'll see what he wants in terms of an extension. If he's not too expensive, I might as well just re-sign him. But it's a very real possibility that we're going to have to let him go and not get anything in return. So that would hurt quite a bit. Ian Kennedy and Jake Junis have both come down to earth a little bit, so their ERAs are in the mid-3s. The bullpen is still playing pretty good. They're being solid. At the end of last episode, I talked about how I needed another reliever, so I brought up Richard Lovelady. His ERA is sitting around 3, so he's playing well, getting him some innings pitched, continuing his progression. He's going to be a good reliever for us down the road. And the other youngster I brought up was Adalberto Mondesi. So I wanted to get him some at-bats. So I got him at DH, but I'm going to be rotating in Whit Merrifield and Alcides Escobar into that DH spot from time to time so I can get Mondesi some fielding experience. Chesler Cuthbert is now our new third baseman with Mike Moustakas out. And then Victor Caratini, who was our DH, who obviously I picked up in the Danny Duffy trade. He's hitting well, OPS of 128. Looks like a good trade so far for me, so I'm happy how he's done thus far. But since I wanted to have Mondesi come up and be the DH, I had to figure out a way to keep him in the lineup. So I moved him to first base, which means I traded Lucas Duda, and in return, if I can find him, I got Billy McKinney from the Yankees. So he has the potential here to be a good gap power hitter, slightly below average contact, but a good eye discipline. I think he can be a decent bat. And Lucas Duda, I was able to get rid of his contract, and he was just a 1-year rental anyway. So to get this guy in return, I'm pretty satisfied with that. But it is June 4th, and that means it is the first year player draft, which this is huge for us because we have a lot of picks. So we have the 18th pick, and then we also have 2 picks in the supplemental first round, or whatever you want to call it, due to Eric Hosmer and Lorenzo Cain leaving in free agency. So we have, I think, like 5 picks in the top 60, so that's huge for us. Our scouting budget was not very high this year, so I did fire my original scout and brought in a scout that was better at scouting amateurs. So I just hope that he is working with good enough information with that low scouting budget to let us make some good decisions here. So we're going to auto draft until our next pick, and I just want to see. Let's go up here. A lot of high star potential guys, but obviously you don't want to look at just stars. There's a lot more to it than that. I just want to see who my scouting director recommends. Extremely hard signability, so right off the bat I'm not feeling too good about it. Shortstop, okay defensive ratings, okay bat. I think we can find better. So let's see. Let's look at Nick Schnell. Good contact, good gap power. Let's see what the OSA has to say. The OSA thinks he has good home run power, and my scout does too. 60, that's pretty good. Not a great defender, but he should be okay. This avoid Ks isn't terrible. Contact could be good. You know, I liking the look of him. Signability up. That hurts. It's probably why he hasn't gone yet. Don't really want him. Now Nander De Ceres, demand is slot money. So let's take a look at him. Really good gap power. Pretty good defensive rating, so you can develop into a decent defensive shortstop. But man, this 35 contact potential does not interest me at all. OSA has a much more favorable view on him, but I'm not interested in that 35 contact, so that's probably going to be a no. Who else do we got? Ryan Jeffers. Let's just show pitchers. What sort of starting pitching can we get here? Now let me change my view to draft pitchers. That would be a little more useful, I feel like. So stuff is okay. Got some okay guys, it looks like here. Let's just sort by potential, even though that's not the best way to do this. Okay, relief pitcher has really high stuff, low stamina. Kind of looking for starters in this range. Jackson Kowar, who the Royals drafted in real life. I just kind of want to look at him real quick. Not super interesting. Decisions. This guy looks interesting. So 55 stuff potential, 65 control. I do like control pitchers. He's got 2+ pitches, a pitch that hopefully can develop into something better than a 50, and a changeup that probably won't develop all the way, but who knows. OSA, let's just take a look. OSA is quite a bit lower on him, so I think I'm going to hold off. Maybe he'll be around in the next round. Not really liking anybody too much here. A lot of these pitchers kind of look the same. So I think I'm going to draft a hitter. And let's go draft hitters. I'm going to sort by contact and just see what we get. I really like high contact players because if you get guys on base and you have players that can put the ball in play, anything can happen. So this guy's 70 contact potential. The power ratings are actually not that bad. Good eye discipline, good avoid Ks. You know, should be a solid defender. You know, I really like the looks of him. He's demanding slot money, which is big. Won't have to spend a whole lot of money to get him. Let's see if there's any real good power hitters. Seth Beer is gone. Apparently, he's someone I like to keep an eye on when I'm starting up a save because he just has monster power. Now, this guy looks interesting. 60 contact, 60 home runs, 60 gap. Eye discipline's okay, but he's got to strike out a lot, which I'm not a big fan of. So I think I'm going to go ahead and draft this second baseman. His work ethic and intelligence are normal, so that's no red flags there anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and draft him. Alright, I got an achievement. I drafted somebody. So we're going to auto draft until our next pick. Let's go back to the pitchers here, see if we can get anybody. Oh, so I still have my batting filter on, so there are several pitchers in this draft class that can hit. So I got to keep that in mind as we go. So maybe I can get a hit, like draft one of these hitting pitchers in the later rounds that aren't any good at pitching but can be a good hitter. So maybe I'll get some value there. Let's look at the pitchers again. See, this Max Alba guy still here. He wants slot money. Let's look at his individual pitches again. He's got 60 stamina, which is good. 2+ pitches. He doesn't even have a fastball. That's bizarre. So I don't know. He does have a knuckleball though, so a little bit of the novelty factor there. He's 18, so it's going to be a while before he's ready to join the majors. This guy's also 18. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So a lot of these guys are young. I was kind of hoping there'd be a good college pitcher available for me, but it looks like that is not going to be the case. Now, this guy is interesting. His curveball could be really nasty. Got good stuff, good movement, good control. He's a neutral pitcher. He could have a good fastball. I'm liking the looks of this. So Liam Hendry asking for slot money. Let's just see what our scout director wants. He likes Matt Kroon, who admittedly looks pretty good. We're going to come back to him. So I was looking at Liam Hendry. We're going to go with Liam Hendry here. You never have too much starting pitching. We're going to go ahead and draft him. Happy so far with getting slot guys early. It's our pick again. We have back-to-back picks. Don't really like any of the starting pitcher. This guy has high work ethic and high intelligence, so we're going to take a peek at him because he's going to have a good chance of hitting his potential. And actually, he has 2 pitches that are going to be plus. His changeup is not great, but it should develop some. He's a college pitcher, so he should develop, he should be a little bit closer to being major league ready, but the 50 stuff, kind of hoping for higher. Not really interested in these starting pitchers left, so I'm going to go back to all batters. And, of course, put my hitters filter on. And this Nick Schnell is still on the board. I do not want to spend $3.4 million on him, though. Let's take a look at Cole Roederer. So, good home run hitting power. Good defensive ratings, a 60 arm, 55 range, 50 contact. That's good. It can become a home run hitter. He wants slot money again. That's big for us right now. How about this high ethic shortstop? He's a decent bat with some home run power, decent defensive ratings, so he's another guy we can take. Let's sort by power here. See if there's anything that really sticks out. And let's see here. This is that same guy that I was looking at earlier with these really good bars up here, but then a 35 avoid Ks. I'm going to hold off one more round to see if he'll still be there. I'm intrigued by him, but I don't really want to pull the trigger just yet. Where's that third baseman my scout really liked? Matt Kroon. Easy signability, so that's a good thing. He just looks good all around the board. Good defense. He can also play shortstop as well as third base. Okay base running. Huh. I mean, he looks good. Where is he? So normal in terms of the personalities. Man. But I think I'm gonna take Cole Roederer here. That home run power is really tempting. Good middle of the order guy. Good base runner. Could be a good defender. So if my mouse would work and I could stop clicking on his name over and over again. Okay, so we're gonna draft him. I think I'm gonna record maybe like the first 6 or 7 picks, and then after that I'll do the rest of it off screen. So Matt Kroon, as scouting director, really likes him. He's still available. Sort by power. This guy's still here. Ashton Barzell. I'm awfully tempted. What does OSA say about him? Okay, OSA is much lower on him, so he might be around a little while. He is 21, so that would sort of get another college guy in the system. Let's go all pitchers, and I'm going to keep the batting filter on and just see if there's any good hitting pitchers around. And I see this guy, Tanner Dodson, who can actually be a good pitcher, and he can hit. The power is not there. Let's go to his full ratings here. So 60 contact potential, 55 gap power, 40 home run power, not great, but he should be a really good on-base guy. Not going to be stealing a whole lot, but this guy can legitimately be a two-way player. And two-way players are interesting. I just like the novelty of it. So you know what? We're going to go for it. Tanner Dodson. He's a college pitcher. He's got low intelligence. Ooh. That's sort of a red flag. But I much prefer that than a low work ethic guy. But his only position... He can hit, but his only position rating is a pitcher, which means I'd have to use him at DH, which is okay. We're gonna go for it. We're gonna see what happens. Two-way players are fun. It's probably gonna be a waste of a pick, but we'll see. Auto draft till our next pick. All right, let's just quickly see what our scouting director and this third baseman he likes is still here. Let's actually look at their pitching ratings. See if we can get a really good pitcher here. How about a high stuff reliever? Maybe I could get like a high stuff reliever that has decent stamina and turn him into a starter. Like this guy. He has 3 pitches. His control's not the best, but he could have really good stuff. Okay movement. Good enough control. And then 2+ pitches with just a sort of okay changeup. Heavily considering him, for sure. This guy's got... Okay, this is an impossible signing, though. But he looks pretty good. Decisions. Man, the draft is just so hard. There's just so many players. So we're showing all batters again. Is this guy with insane bars except for the strikeout? It looks like he's still here. Ashton Barzell. We're gonna take a chance on him, I think, and just hope that he improves his plate discipline, because the power and the contact and the gap power is all really tempting. Well, he does have extremely hard signability. That sort of throws water on my enthusiasm. Matt Kroon, who my scouting director has been pounding the table over and over again. He just looks like a solid guy. Not gonna light the world ablaze. Any good high contact guys? This guy looks interesting. This right fielder asking for slot money. He's a college player. Let's go back to pitchers. Let's go back to the pitchers. 'Cause I want Evan Odom. I think he can be a good starter. He's not going to go deep in any games, but he can be effective. I think he can be effective. So go ahead and pull the trigger on him. And yeah, I think the rest of this I'm going to do off screen and then just join back later. Okay, so we've gone ahead and gone through the draft, and I've played ahead a few days to make sure we sign all of our picks, and we did. We got everybody signed except for I did auto draft the last 10 rounds and left it up to my scouting director, and of course he picked up a couple of impossible signees which just simply weren't worth the money, so I didn't get those guys, but everyone else I did get. And I've put them all. I've put all the really good ones anyway on my prospect short list. So, we'll follow those guys as we go along throughout the season. So that'll be good. So we'll just keep an eye on our prospects. Add quite a few high draft picks into our farm system to hopefully restock that a little bit. And we're gonna go ahead and play through a game. So we're gonna play at Oakland. Jake Junis will take the mound and generate all these pictures here. And Oakland is a better team than us, but hopefully we can get the win. So go ahead and start it up here. And obviously, since we did this draft, the video is going to be a little bit longer, so I'm just going to kind of quickly go through this. So we're going to go until runners are in scoring position. And that did not take long. Oh, no. So that's good. So Escobar hit a leadoff triple. So Almonte, we're going to swing away. And that will bring in a run. So we're on the board here pretty early, so we'll go until runners are in scoring position again. And that'll do it for the inning. We'll do the same here as we give up a leadoff double. And that will be in for a run. So Oakland quickly ties it up in the first inning with nobody out. I'm pitching to Chris Davis. And we're going to walk him. That's not the worst idea. Matt Olson will get it through. And Jake Junis not having a good outing, so giving up 2 runs already in the first with nobody out. Oakland has a lot of power in this lineup, as you can see here, as that's a home run. So that's a 5-run first inning for the Athletics, as looks like we're finally going to get our first out here. I guess I can go till runners are in scoring position. And that's all the damage that they're going to do, but that hurts. 5-run first inning. We don't get anybody in scoring position in the second. Junis is already, he had a 40-pitch first inning, so he does get out of the second, okay. LCD's Escobar in scoring position once again with 1 out. So we'll swing away with Almonte, see if he can drive home Escobar again. And you can't get him home, but he will move him to third for Whit Merrifield. And will that ball get down? No, it will not. So strand a runner. Or did it? I'm confused. I'm confused. What just happened? Where is the game log? How did we score? What happened? Oh! Okay, I missed this. So Jorge Soler hit a single. Got the third on an Alcides Escobar double. And then he made it. So that's why we never got the pop-up. Because Soler never was in scoring position. He just scored from first. So I was confused of where that run came from. But now we know. So Junis, just need him to eat up some innings here. He gets a strikeout there. Going against Matt Olson. That's a walk. That's not good. Matt Chapman. That's a home run. That's not good. So we gotta warm up the bullpen, and our arms are tired. We have plenty of bullpen arms. It's just our starters must not be going deep into innings, and there's another home run. Just Jake Junis is just getting lit up here. My goodness. Get a strikeout there, but man, this game is over already in the third inning. So these are never fun. Oh boy, Salvador Perez. Give me some good news. Alright, Perez will get on base. We'll go batter by batter here, see if we can get Perez home. And Caratini, that's a hit. So one of my young bats is showing up. Currently hitting .291, has 9 home runs, 31 RBIs. So that's good that we're able to find a young, effective bat this season. Come on, Alex Gordon, 2 strikes. And is Alex Gordon going to hit a home run? He does. So that's going to make this game interesting. So it's 5-8. Mondesi will strike out, of course. And Soler's going to reach base. So we're not going down quietly. We're going to at least try to make this a game, as that pop fly is going to do it for the 4th inning. And Boyer is ready. We got to get Junis out of there. He's got some stamina left, but man, he's been rough. They're going to go to runners in scoring position, so Boyer gets out of that inning okay. And we don't do anything that inning. 17 pitches. We better go batter by batter, because we don't want him running out of stamina and getting stranded out there for too long. So there's 1 out. Pitching right at Matt Chapman. And that's an out. And that is a pop fly. Should be able to get to that one. So a good 1-2-3 inning there. So runners in scoring position. Chesler Cuthbert gets on with a double. So come on, Alex Gordon. Hit a home run earlier. That's not a home run. And Cuthbert tags up, goes to third. Mondesi has a chance to drive him home. And that's in the gap. Not quite going to get out of the yard, but that is an RBI double for Alberto Mondesi. So another young bat. Hitting .265, so that's not bad. His contact ratings, according to my scout, are super low, especially against lefties. But he's being productive, so that's good. And Escobar, can we get him home? Nope, he's going to fly out. So we have brought it within 1 run. Boyer starting to get tired. Really low on stamina for my whole bullpen. Just not good. So we're going to warm up Mauer. We're going to hope that Boyer can make it through this inning as he gives up a bloop single. Oh boy. I don't like where this is going. That's a high fly ball that should produce an out here. As Almonte gets to that, no problem. Can we get it? No. hit right at the pitcher, and he can't corral it for the out. Stamina's running dangerously low. Can't get the double play. And we got to bring in Maurer. So Blaine Boyer couldn't quite get through the inning. And we get the strikeout there. So Sentinel runners in scoring position. And Whit Merrifield is on in scoring position with 1 out for Salvador Perez, who strikes out. Can Caratini get him home? A wild pitch is going to get Merrifield to third. But a strikeout will end the inning. Oh, man. We managed to make this close, even though we had no business being in this game. So, even if we lose, I mean, we have some resilience, which is good to see. You know, we're not just going to lie down dead. And who knows, we still have a couple innings to put together some runs here. Sentinel runners in scoring position. No luck that inning, so here we are, bottom of the 8th. I need to start warming up. We'll get Lovelady in there to finish out this game. So the bullpen playing pretty well. It's just our starting pitching. After that hot start from Junis and Kennedy, this has just been downhill ever since. And Maurer. Lovelady is ready. We're just going to go ahead and bring him in. I think Lovelady can finish out the game. It's the bottom of the 8th. Although he'll walk his first batter. But that'll end the inning right there. Alright, Jorge Soler. We're going to go batter by batter in the 9th. And that is a high fly ball, but that will be an out, it looks like. Alcides Escobar. He hits that into the corner, so he's going to get in scoring position here. Making things interesting. They're not going away. Abraham Almonte. Come on.
Strike 3.
And he whiffs, so we have 1 out left to work with, and it's Whit Merrifield. And Whit hits a ball, he squeaks it through, and there's going to be runners on the corners. Tying run is at first. Salvador Perez, the home run here would be very timely. Full count, and Perez strikes out, and that's the game. Kind of a crushing blow there. We lose the game. But, you know, we showed some fight. Look at the full standings here. Are we the worst team in the league yet? Because we are rapidly heading that direction. We are last in the division. Still better than Seattle. And a lot better than Miami. Oh my goodness. 18-47 for the Marlins. Giants really struggling as well. And the Braves, we're better than the Braves. That's surprising. But we're not the worst team in baseball yet. So at least we have that going for us. But yeah, so that'll do it for this episode. I'll come back again probably for international free agent signing at the beginning of July. So hopefully we can get one more just stud prospect in our farm system so we can turn this ship around. So I'll see you guys next time.